Hey guys, this is Invictus doing a commentary with my friend.
Nihilies.
Alright, so this game we're doing another Zeke game. Zeke versus Zeiss. And Zeiss will be commanding Seleucids in this battle, and Zeke Macedon. So Zeke actually brought a very hardcore army. 6 Cretans, 2 archers, and a full spam of cav. So you don't really see this very often.
Yeah.
And Zeiss has brought like the most
You really need to lay off.
Can you just use the mouse?
Nah, because I don't know where you want me to go. just don't put this hand. Just do on do like this. Or put your hand on the bottom.
Like this. Alright.
No.
It's fine, it's fine. Alright. So yeah. Zeiss's army is really unimaginative. He basically ripped off Zeke, who played as Seleucids in the last battle, and Zeke won that battle like pretty easily against Zeiss's pike spam. So, although this army is slightly different. So Zeiss is gonna try and harass Zeke's cav. Who do you think has the army advantage in this game?
Well, I mean, I definitely think it's a good, interesting move. I'll say with the 6 Cretans, because that will assure you that you get the extra range and good against the other archers.
This is a huge weakness right here. Yeah, and I think Zeke's gonna go exploit that because these legions are not being protected.
Oh, the chariots are way too far back.
Yeah,
perhaps
and he's gonna move forward, which is really retarded.
He's on brace there.
Oh,
that's a legion down. 2 legions down if he can hurry. All good charge.
They might hold.
But still massive casualties. He's gotta watch his Cretans.
Oh yeah, and this chariot's gonna come in. That's gonna be bad for Zeke.
He's gotta protect his archers there.
Well, it looks like the tables are turned and Zeke's under pressure now.
Yeah, those chariots.
Oh,
you got.
Ooh, he lost the Jav cav. If he gets the chariots out of there, if he gets his cav out of there, it'll be.
I think that was a pretty successful evacuation. He lost some cav, but I mean now he's getting the flaming arrows in,
and now he's getting some archers.
That's good.
So this is actually, I think they kind of broke even there.
Yeah, but I think those legions getting killed could come back in the late game there.
And I think he's gonna lose those chariots there.
Yeah, the archers just will not rout.
There goes the chariot there. And he can actually charge this legion now.
Yeah, I mean the support's very far away.
It looks like he's not going to. He's going to go instead to after these Jav, and this seems like really risky to have your companions in the back lines where they can easily be charged by.
He's got to consolidate his archers, so he's got to get them back to firing.
Wow, he still has these chariots. They won't die, which has got to be really frustrating.
He's got to get his archers ready to fire. Those chariots can just come in and just start wrecking. He needs some archers.
But the Cretans are still pretty healthy on Zeke's part. Although I don't see how he's going to get rid of that chariot anytime soon. He's going to have to start flaming it right now.
But there's Jav cav coming in too.
Yeah.
Well, there
goes a very good combination. That better. Yep.
Oh, it did.
That's exactly what Zeke needed to get himself back into this game. Because I would say, at this point, Zeiss is in the driver's seat.
Definitely. I mean, he doesn't have that many companions left, and there's still chariots on the field.
Maybe a general snipe with.
Oh man, I don't know what he's gonna do here. This is interesting. But he did get a lot of chariots. But I think there's 1 or 2 chariots still left, and with all those legions, but he needs to consolidate his archers. The good thing is there's not much other cavalry left on the field for the Seleucids.
In a situation where it's only archers and cav versus only archers and infantry, I would say the cav has the advantage because they have the ability to take out the opponent's archers.
Indeed, that's definitely true. But I mean, he's gotta get rid of that one last chariot and the rest of those Jav cav, and then he can start settling down. But there's a lot of archers left in the background. He's gonna. Oh, there goes the chariot.
And that chariot's gonna maybe do some
friendly fire
work for Zeke. And
this is starting. This is still pretty. This is close for sure. But the thing is, with the Jav cav, he can't protect his own archers and go after the Seleucid archers.
Just not that much cav that Zeke still has left. Although he does have the general in the back, and I think that unit is still healthy.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty healthy. And those side chariots continue to do some friendly fire damage.
Although these archers are almost intact.
And there's a chariot right there.
Oh. I would say that Zeiss has the advantage at this point.
Yeah, it does look like that.
And that's nothing to be ashamed about from Zeke because Seleucids has a significant advantage over Macedon.
Yeah, there's not. I mean, there's definitely things you can do as Macedon, but yeah, much easier to play the Seleucids.
Although Zeke really doesn't have to win another tournament ever because he has more tournament wins by himself than I would say like the entire active Total War community.
Yeah,
that might be an exaggeration, but
it serves the point that's trying to be made there. Yep. Now it looks like those archers are exposed, but there's not a lot of Jav Cav there, so they might be able to snipe them off before they get to many of his archers.
I would say that Zeke has as many tournament victories by himself as COH. That's not an exaggeration. I've seen their compilation of signatures and the HOS compilation of signatures, and I would say that COH is definitely a very strong clan, but when you have a player who's been playing for so long like Zeke and has basically considered the best player of all time.
Yeah, I think right now probably a gen snipe for the Macedonians would be nice. Kill a Seleucid general, maybe you can get some stuff going, but he needs to keep his archers. That one chariot can seriously
you
do
just
some
need
crazy
to
damage.
get that chariot dead. That's like,
and that's gonna be hard.
That's public enemy number one.
I mean, and there's still some Jav Cav too, and they're healthy and they're strong.
The Jav Cav should just go after that one companion.
Nah, the general is probably too close.
Yeah, but the chariot, I mean, just
yeah. Oh, he's getting awfully close with his general to that chariot.
And I don't know why Zeiss is pushing forward. This seems like a really, really bad idea.
Yeah.
Because if you consolidate, then you can protect your archers with your chariot and your legionnaires and your Jav Cav. But this way, he's just going to lose them going after the freaking archers. I mean, Cretans are probably already low on ammunition. There's really no reason to.
I think he's probably over-fearing their ability to run his last chariot amok. And I mean, that would be important.
When you're under pressure like this, you sometimes make decisions that don't make the most sense.
This was a good move, though.
Well, yeah, but you're also probably potentially... Alright, and looks like Zeiss' javelins.
Ooh, the flames. No, not.
Oh.
No.
Although I would say that's definitely really, really good for Zeke, honestly. That trade, I mean, the Jav Cavs might come back, but
they still lost, man.
That's the only weapon that, and he's going to be able to flame the chariots. That's the only weapon.
Oh, this can get really close. A couple of mistakes there. Those could have been.
I'm actually thinking at this point.
Oh, those chariots are
Zeke
still
looks stronger.
Oh, those Jav Cav came back real quick though.
Yeah. Although I don't know. This is pretty close.
Should he trap the general and try to go for the chariot? Oh, he really wants to get. Oh, there go the chariots amok.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. That was bound to happen though.
Yeah.
If his Jav Cav hadn't run amok, you could have stopped the other archer from firing, but it's too late now, and this makes a huge difference. This game is mad tight now.
Wow. And Zeiss just playing aggressively was not a good move. You just need to consolidate in that situation.
Yeah, he has a lot of archers here. There's no reason to fear.
He was seriously up in this game, but I think at this point it actually looks better for Zeke because, as I said, I mean, Zeke has a way to take out Zeiss' archers.
Yeah, but I do wonder, do the Legionnaires still have Pila? That could be interesting.
Yeah, and also the Legionnaires have the Testudo ability, which is going to help because it'll stop them from taking like heinous casualties during a charge, so they can do better in melee against the companions, and it'll also protect them from the Cretans.
Yeah, I wonder if he has enough ammunition, first of all, and enough cavalry. There's not a lot of Macedonian companion stuff, but they are going to be very, very powerful at this stage in the game. But I do like that the Seleucids still have 2 Jav Cav, and they can be very annoying.
And he's continuing to play aggressively with them. He just needs to bring them to the archers so he can protect them.
If he loses his archers, this is game over for sure.
It's kind of frustrating. Zeiss, this game was in the palm of his hand, although I would say that Zeke has been playing better. It's just so hard with with a calf spam to.
Yeah, he should definitely move. Like, what is his? The Jab Calf aren't going to accomplish anything out there. I mean, they need to just come back. Just chill out with the archers.
He's starting to do it, but he's walking. I mean, they're not. Oh, they are exhausted, but it's not like they're gonna rest as they're going over there.
Right. This is going to be close. He does have some archers in the rear, too, which will be annoying. And cavalry on both sides. He doesn't need to do any outflanking. He's already got that position.
I'm thinking, like, chain route would be really easy. Because these archers, I mean, these legionnaires are in loose.
And imagine
he could
all the archers just
imagine
routing.
just bringing the general right into these archers.
They all
that starts two archers probably routing, and then just when legionaries come back, and he can start flaming with the credence.
Yeah. That
And then
be good. And
when the legionaries come back to help, he can just wedge them with the companions.
Yeah, and just focus fire on the general too. If you can get like the general to rout or die.
Especially since it looks like these guys are tired already, and so are the legions.
Ooh, yeah. And I'm sure, they're only warmed up.
They're only warmed up. So, and also this general, like just in the last game we played, Zeke's managed to keep his general healthy, and now it's a monster.
And in this case, he has more tools too.
Yeah.
This will be interesting.
Alright, let's triple speed.
Yeah, they're just gonna rest up. It looks like. Alright, he does have his Jab Cav closer now. That's good for him. And but the thing is, if all the companions go after the legions and he manages to survive a mass route, those Jab Cav can go right for the cretins. But still, I don't know. Well, that's probably that's a good move, probably. But he's gotta protect his general.
Although it still leaves him vulnerable, just swiping charges. I mean, Zeke could just get maybe even 3 companion men into there, and it would still cause some of them to rout.
Yeah, with the rear charge penalties, I mean, this could get really, really bad. Especially with all the archers
this
and the peasant.
seems like a little bit of setting himself up to get charged, because all this loose clumpiness. It's just not with shitty units like archers. They're not gonna hold. Although there are more legionnaires than there are cav.
That's true. And if they have Pila, I mean, if they get a couple, if he manages to keep a unit in reserve and throw Pila into the cavalry, that could be damaging. And I don't know. And he's kind of forcing the Macedonians to attack him, and that will allow his archers to get some fire off. Because Zeke doesn't want to waste his ammo with his cretins on the archers.
To be totally honest, I would put my archers in tight, because I don't need to win the archer fight to win this game. There's really no point.
Yeah, and Zeke won't fire on his archers. It's just a waste of ammunition at this point.
And cretins are probably already low. They're almost full.
Yeah.
And they've been shooting throughout this entire game.
And honestly, I would think that Zeke wants the archers alive just for more units to rout and cause a mass rout.
Yeah. So he probably wanted to whittle them down so that
they rout easier. But with flaming arrows and stuff, it wouldn't be difficult to get them to rout. Still, it will definitely be close, I think. It's just basically how the players will use their tools.
Yeah. It's completely impossible to predict totally at this point, but if I were to place a bet, I would have my money on Zeke. Yeah,
I think just from what Zeiss is doing right now, it looks like Zeke's going to have a good chance at causing some good routes.
Zeiss is just not playing smart here. He's not really thinking about it.
Yeah, I think that was the case for a lot of this game. I mean, there's a couple of key mistakes where this could have been avoided, maybe should have been avoided, but just weren't, and that's going to start costing.
Yeah, especially with that early Legion charge. At that point, I knew that Zeiss was not on his game. And Zeiss is a great player. I mean, he won the Matchup Masters tournament. He knocked Tacitus out of it, and he ended up beating Magia 4-0. But I mean, Zeke is no slouch. Yeah, Zeke is Zeke.
Just a little bit of movement here.
And hopefully next video I'm going to be able to get to some Zeke versus TAC action, which is, I think that's what you all wanted to see.
A little bit of he wasted his jab cannon.
That's bad.
I don't know what was he trying to accomplish with that.
I'm not even sure, because you're not going to get much out of killing the Cretan, and the Javcav are a very important defensive unit.
Yeah.
It's kind of...
I can understand, but there's enough archers left. Like, it's just like about the flaming volleys that the archers are going to do. I don't think they're going to cause that many casualties on their own.
I mean...
And he's changed his formation here a little bit. Because
I kind of like this more, and I kind of like it less.
But now at least he's not attacked in the rear at the moment. He doesn't have people on both sides. Now they're mostly facing front.
He's going to get more shots this way, but it also much more vulnerable.
Yeah. But at least he's not as pumped up. I think that could help prevent the dash route.
But, I mean...
But his rear
taking
is so
out
exposed.
Zeiss's archers would be like taking candy from a baby.
Yeah. Because he's not no cavalry to repel.
And look, I mean, look at this. This is just...
Oh, that's just a
child's
waste.
play. And that legion's gonna die.
Yeah, now it's gonna go. Oh, he's gonna
Alright.
but he's trying to get into the middle here. But that
He really should have. And he's gonna get a Pila. That's really bad on Zeke's part. He really should have just gone for that legion. I don't understand why he didn't.
He had his 2 cavalry just smash right there, and he's got it.
Yeah.
He's kind of using his. I don't know. This is interesting. His cavalry are definitely proving very, very viable right now, though.
Yeah.
Using very effective.
I think he should cycle those archers. Yeah.
That legion right there. There's that archers there.
And those archers are gonna rout. I think most likely. That's the most likely. Yeah, especially because they're being cycled. I think with these 2 charges,
maybe you could just smash that legion right there.
Yeah. I think maybe with this cav he should pull through that legion, but he's not gonna. He's not gonna. Oh, and he's gonna go.
He's exposed. This is exposed. You got a unit right here. He's gonna come in the rear here.
And the general's gonna come in.
Oh, that general's a beast.
The monster.
Ooh, he pulled
he's
out.
gonna pull out. I think he could have won that engagement.
Maybe we just thought. Oh, there he is.
And he's gonna come in again.
That's a good charge.
He's gonna get a decent charge.
Ooh, around there,
the archer.
but it's just the archer. The legions are holding out pretty well, but now I think you can see his generals getting flamed. If you can just go after the general right now, cycle around, go for the general.
And Zeiss admitted defeat.
I think it was, but he probably should have fought it out.
I think that going into Testudo would have made it possible for Zeiss to still win.
Yeah, I think he made some questionable moves with his endgame strategy.
I think he made some questionable moves the entire game.
Indeed.
Although he was very close to winning it, he played a good mid-game. But
yeah, but Macedon does have the faction disadvantage, I think. But obviously Zeke's a great player.
And look, Zeiss just had more men remaining, and more kills, and more men deployed. It's quite a spectacle that he somehow got positionally so outplayed that that sort of thing could happen. Alright, well, we'll see you in next video.
Yep.